Packers to Green Bay, and this was the scene a few moments ago as the green and gold made their way out of the historic tunnel. They're ready to go as they get set to match up with Carson Wentz and the Philadelphia Eagles. This will be taken very short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
Let's go.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 36-yard line.
Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. It'll go as a gain of 7 on the play, and it sets up a 3rd and inches situation. An early test for this defense. Here we go on 3rd and inches. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first. After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. Quick throw caught out wide by Valdez-Scantling. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Rodgers. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Rodney McLeod. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
The good old cover 3 defense, partner. When you start playing football as a safety, that's the first thing you're taught. Middle of the field, be as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, and break on the football when it's thrown and pick it off, just as we saw there.
Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 right at the 30. And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They will run for the first time with Miles Sanders. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Throwing on 2nd down. Wentz. He's got the hook up here to Deshaun Jackson. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36.
That's just flat out a beautiful throw right there.
It was a rope. That's maybe the speed you would see on a slant, but he threw that downfield with that kind of pace.
Now, if he throws that one with any type of arc, puts a little air under it, that play doesn't happen. He had to fire it in there, and he did exactly that.
Wentz's throw taken in by Sanders, and he gets it down to the 32. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. Here's Wentz to throw. And complete to Zach Ertz. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. It looks like the Packers have added an extra DB on 3rd down. On 3rd down, they turn to Sanders. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
They tried to run right into the teeth of the defense on 3rd down, but looked like those teeth were pretty sharp.
They were having absolutely none of it. Stuffed him for a loss.
Yeah, couldn't get any leverage up front and move people aside in order to run the ball. Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
Jones. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
53. Mike 53. I don't think you got it, sir. Check. Roll right.
Throwing is Rodgers on third down. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 17 yards on the play there as the Packers have the first down as well. Now a first down carry by Jones. Not much there, maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40. From the 40 now on second down. Rodgers. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down. If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on third down. Here's Rodgers. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Let's give some credit to the defensive guys on that play. Able to bat that one away. Sure looked like they were trying to hit the corner route.
They're going to line up to go for this on fourth down. Rodgers stays on the field. Now Rodgers. That's caught. It's Robert Tonyan, the tight end. And he's taken down inside the 30. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down. Rodgers now on first down. And he'll bring it all the way back, just a yard or two shy of midfield.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Give him 32 on the play. Into the red zone. Wentz. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line.
Partner, the Mike linebacker, the middle linebacker has so many different responsibilities. How excited do you think he was to get home with that blitz?
Yeah, he wants a sack. He got it. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Wentz now to throw. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. They could not contain Kenny Clark as he gets home for the sack. 2 minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
Here's Jake Elliott. Career long, by the way, for him, 61 yards. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. The distance was never the question there, but he gets a friendly bounce to carom that thing through the uprights.
Yeah, and when you're trying to hit from 50-plus, you got to expect the ball's going to slide one way or the other. So he's pretty fortunate there that he's able to bank this one in.
After the field goal, here's Elliott to kick it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Let's go, sports. Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with it. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
On second down, it's Jones. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be a 3rd and about 13.
Box it. I got this. Flip it down.
Here's Rodgers to throw. And that is incomplete.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
This is brought in at the 21. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
Less than 30 seconds to go in the half. Pretty good starting field position, all things considered. You'd think they definitely have time to get in the field goal range.
Yes, and you get into the huddle or you come off the bench here and you've called multiple plays because you're going to say, this is how we're going to run them in order, guys. You don't have time for audibles. You don't have time to change anything. You're trying to get the ball in position to at least get 3. They've got a great shot to do it right here.
On 2nd and 10, Wentz caught by the tight end Ertz. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion. From the gun, it's Wentz. He's going to fire one deep over the middle, and that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears trying to go for it on 4th. Here we go on 4th down with Wentz. And this is caught by Jackson. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. That pickup goes for 25. What a flip of the script from 4th down to 1st. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon, getting set for quarter number 3 here. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the 3rd quarter gets underway. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Wentz. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost as bread and butter as a good running back dive play.
The Packers bringing in an extra member of the secondary here to try for the 3rd down stop. They'll try to run for it with Howard. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. And before this 4th and 3 play, we're going to get whistles and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. They do go for it. It's Wentz. Aguilar has it. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Not often do 4th down conversions result in 23 yards, but that's the case here. 1st down. A bit of an opening there on the 1st down run as they get this forward for about 6 yards. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. They'll go again with Sanders. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. Wentz to throw on 3rd and 1. And Jeffrey's got it.
And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6.
They're still looking for their first touchdown of the game, and for a second, I thought they had it right there.
Looking on the sideline, it's finally good to see nods of approval. It's a welcome sign of life that this offense needed. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And that's going to leave them with just one timeout remaining still in the third quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them. We'll be back. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. Well, they had their chances in the first half, you remember, but had to settle for 2 field goals. This time they come away with 6.
I think they actually got affirmation about what they were doing by getting a touchdown, because the field goals means they got in range but couldn't quite finish it off. This time they broke through, and that's great for the old confidence.
And on the sideline, difference of a feeling between 3 and 6, is it astronomical or no?
It can be at times, that's for sure. A lot of times the field goal feels like a disappointment. The touchdown, well, that tells you you're getting it done.
Let's go, baby.
The Packers take over first down 10 at their own 20-yard line.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And their halftime hole now even deeper. They need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 19 yards there on the catch and run. They'll run on first down. Jones. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Again, it's Jones. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Hey, Haywood. Plant.
To throw is Rodgers. He's got his man, Valdez-Scantling. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 41-yard line. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 41. It's a good pickup on the ground of 7 yards, and time has run out on this third quarter.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. To throw, it's Rodgers. This one to the right, caught by Valdez-Scantling. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
26. Hey, look three. Watch the safety creep.
1st and 10 at the 10-yard line.
Check three. Recon, 132 fighter. Jump out.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. It's caught here by Adams. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Irvin on the carry. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
Check 4. 26.
Now Rodgers to throw on 3rd down. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
So after the INT, here's Wentz. He's got it complete to Perkins. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Try the right side with Howard. He's going to have the first down past the 20. And finally, down at the 41-yard line.
Well, I don't think there's any question, Brandon, at this stage, the stop troops, the defensive guys, they got to use their 3 timeouts here. They've got to stop them and get the ball back.
Yeah, if you're in that 2 to 3 score deficit window that they're in now, you got to get it ASAP. Yeah, no doubt about it. Stop them, use your timeouts. Easier to move the ball on offense without timeouts than to stop them on defense without using them. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now Wentz. That's caught by Jackson. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A gain of 32 that time. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now a first down run is going nowhere. He's going to be dropped in the backfield, a loss of 2. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. They go with Howard again. That's what they needed. It's an 8-yard gain, and now 3rd and 4 suddenly doesn't look so bad.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. On 3rd down, this is Howard. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Got a man. It's Tanyan complete. And we've got a timeout. 9 seconds remaining. Rodgers now 9 of 15 throwing the ball, 60%, and it's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Rodgers, and that's complete to Adams. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Over the middle, that's caught by Adams. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. So it's a victory here for the Philadelphia Eagles, and they did it in shutout fashion. Impressive.
Would it be too bland of a statement to say they didn't have the greatest day offensively? I mean,
did enough, though. Did enough, but yeah, you're right.
Most games, it wouldn't have been enough. So they've got to go into the locker room and applaud their defensive mates and say, guys, you really carried us today. We'll try and get you back next time. But as for today, you guys were nails out there.